people don't really look when they back up, man. They just back up. Well, it's really easy pickings for criminals here in Naples. You don't have to go rob a bank. You don't have to go steal from a store. All you gotta do is go to a parking lot where people don't lock up their cars like the sign says you should, and get all types of guns, money, jewelry, and whatever type of crap these rich people have in their cars. Lock your cars everywhere you go. It's the #1 spot where you're gonna get hit in Naples, is not locking your car. Oh, look at that tilapia right there, guys. Can just make out a big tilapia right there. That's a big tilapia. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. Hialeah, North Miami, stuck in a traffic jam. City roads take me home to the place I belong. Hialeah, North Miami, traffic jam. Take me home to the place I belong. Hialeah, North Miami, traffic jam. I wanna live where the green grass grows, in Florida where people are old and they die from natural causes, out of restaurants, and nobody cares because it's a normal occurrence in this town. I wanna run where the green grass grows, watch my people get old and die. All my neighbors are elderly because I live in Florida. All my neighbors are elderly. All my neighbors are elderly because I live in Florida. A mí me gusta que baile Marieta, como se mueve esa prieta. A mí me gusta que baile Marieta. One of the nice things about Naples is that no matter where you are in this town, you're not too far from a busy highway. You can hear, ow! No, wait, that's not what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say was, you're always close to park and nature. I gotta get away from this tree. It's got some pollen. You're never too far from nature in Naples. You're always near nature, parks, lots of amenities, free amenities. You don't exactly have to end up in a private community, guys. There's a lot of stuff you can do without ending up in a private community. And you're never too far from the comforting sound of a traffic jam. I wanna live where the green grass grows, watch old people die in rows in Florida. All we need is another golf course and another Disney to tear up the land. Lollapalooza is on my mind. The green grass grows and old people come to retire in droves and pay horrible for jobs because they're stingy. Yes, they are. Way down under in the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. We broke the law, but we never got caught. In Naples, home of the wealthy, the retired, and the snobbiest people on the entire oh snap! There's a tree, y'all. I'll be honest with you guys, I've been all over Florida. Ain't nobody snobbier than Naples people. We feel like we're better just because there's a Naples in our name. Yeah, we don't have to deal with poor people. We push them all the way to Lehigh. They got a long drive home, baby. Yeah, buddy, if you ain't got money, you just can't live here. And that's the way we like it. So we don't have to see all you broke people. Except for me. And I'm on YouTube. Ah, psych. I'm gonna ruin your property value. I'm not crazy, y'all. This is how we are in Florida. Gonna live where the green grass grows in Naples, so I can charge people to mow it. Maserati in front of me, Maserati next to me, GMC on me. Yeah, there's a lot of wealth here. Just a lot of wealth in this area. All right, guys, we are here in Naples, Florida at the mall. Kind of doing a lot of renovations here at the mall. You know, malls have kind of become an obsolete giant chunk of real estate in the middle of cities. You know, the internet has really done a lot of damage to these malls. Like, they're all empty. The one in Fort Myers is pretty much dead, and the one in Naples, even back in the day, was never all that much. I mean, it's a giant chunk of real estate, but it's not like these places get all that packed or anything like that. Crap, the Sears closed down that was here. I actually had the opportunity to get the sign that the big Sears, you know, the big sign that said Sears. I had the opportunity to get my hands on it, but the company wanted me to take it for free. They had already had it on the ground, and they had a giant forklift ready to load it for me. And I told them, I'll take it, but you gotta pay me 400 bucks. I'm not gonna come do a commercial job for you for free. They said, oh, it's a cool sign, it's a relic or whatever. And I said, no, you gotta pay me. But anyways,
I didn't take it, and probably regret it, really. Feel like I could have been something nice to have that. Ghost town. Look at this, guys. It's a post-apocalyptic war here at the mall. We're the only people here. All right, you have a nice day.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you.
Oh, yeah. Where the hell are the people? Shake it, man, shake it. Yeah, buddy. is like a post-apocalyptic world where nobody exists. Man, where are the people at, yo? Look at this. Wow. Just dead, guys. Nobody out here. Look at this place.
Make a good version of that song. Little ghetto house. All right, guys, we're behind the high school. Job is you in a rush? Okay, I'll park it. What's I doing? I'm not in a rush, lady. You get mad if you want to. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush. I'll play on my phone right now. You in a rush? You in a rush? I got all day. I got all day. I got all day, lady. I got all day. I'll park it right now. You want to be mean about it? I'll park it right here. I got all day.
You have a great day.
All right.
Usually you wait for someone too.
Yeah, take your time.
You just remove your car.
You know, like, if you're nice to people, they'll be nice to you. But if you're a jerk, like, I was already coming, like, so I'm supposed to back out because she once, like, I'm already there. She's got to back out. I was already on that stretch. I'm not gonna back up past 5 dump trucks. She's only got to back up 5 feet. I got to back up past 5 dump trucks. That's not fair to me. But she's gonna make me back up past like 5 dump trucks. Look how cute this little house is, guys. Cute little neighborhood. Anyways, it's just not logical. I got 4 dump trucks right here, so I gotta back up past 5 dump trucks because she doesn't want to back up 5 feet. It's just not right. And then she starts like waving her hands at me and whatever. Hey, I got all day. I'll park this thing in the middle of the road. I got all day. You know? And this is what I don't like about Naples is, okay, this is one of the most beautiful cities in the state. Everybody's typically wealthy. Just be nice to people. Be friendly, you know? Like, how are you gonna live in wealth, opulence? You don't have to wake up in the morning and be stuck. Let me park somewhere with you. You don't live in a bedroom community. You wake up at 11 in the morning and go get Starbucks. You don't have to pay a mortgage or a rent because you own your house outright. You have more money in the bank than you know what to do with. Like, literally, people in this town buy stuff just to buy it. I mean, they don't even need these things. They just buy them because they don't even know what to do with their money because they have so much, you know? So, how do you live in this perfect little world where there's no crime, you know, beautiful little beach town, everybody's generally wealthy? How do you live in a place this perfect and yet you don't have to get up at 5 in the morning and be stuck in a traffic jam? You don't have to my antenna found some trees. You don't have to deal with a boss you don't like. You don't have to, dude, you live a perfect life. Why are you so angry at the world? Like, that lady's not late to work. She's probably gonna go to the mall or to the beach or something, or go get Starbucks. Like, you are not in a hurry. Like, I'm in a work truck, so she doesn't know if I'm working. I'm in a work truck. I could actually have somewhere to be, not her, you know? But I don't know how you can live in just a perfect little world and yet still be angry. Like, legitly, I was just in Fort Lauderdale. Dude, there are legitly homeless people who have a more positive outlook on life than some of these wealthy people, because at least they're friendly if you interact with them. Or let me give you guys an example. This just happened to me in Miami. I was just in Miami and I was hanging out with a homeless guy. We were walking down the sidewalk. So me and this homeless guy were walking together down this sidewalk, and I kind of walked past a lady. Okay, so me, I'm a regular working class person. I'm hanging out with a homeless guy in Miami. Don't ask me how this happened. It just happened, guys. I was in Little Havana. I'm hanging out with a homeless guy. Okay, that's the type of things that I do, because I don't judge people. I don't judge this guy because he's homeless. I'm not gonna treat him like he's lesser than me. If I go and I hang out and talk to strangers on the beach or in a resort, I go to a resort and I have a conversation with some wealthy guy from Canada at a resort, why can't I sit down and kind of like go for a walk with a homeless guy? So I'm in Miami and I'm going for a walk with a homeless guy, and this lady's walking on the sidewalk, and I totally ignored the lady. I just kept walking, right? And this homeless dude legitly apologized to the lady for me and explained to me how I should be more courteous to other pedestrians and not get in their way, or, you know, if we're walking down like, he basically taught me sidewalk etiquette. Okay, I learned sidewalk etiquette from a homeless person. Like, so how is a homeless person walking in a sidewalk in Miami? Look at this one peeking through the window. That is just creepy. Man, that's creepy. I think it's just like creeping, like peeking back at me through the window. So how a homeless person in Miami just taught me some sidewalk etiquette, okay? So how are you driving around in a red sports luxury car, not able to wait 5 seconds for me to move out of the way in my truck or back up a little bit so I can pull out. Like, how does a homeless person have better etiquette than some of these wealthy people? Naples, what I don't like, I mean, I love Naples because of the place, the parks, the palm trees, the weather. Okay, what I don't like about Naples is just how superficial, fake, and arrogant these people are for no apparent reason. Because you should be happy. No, you should be thankful. Not even happy. You should be thankful that you are able to live a lifestyle that most people can't even dream of. Most poor people cannot even dream. It doesn't fit in their head that you can wake up at 12 in the afternoon and go drink Starbucks and make money passively and not have to like literally go deal with a boss you don't like. So how can these people be so bitter? And I'm gonna tell you why. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I want to hear your opinions. Why would somebody who lives a picture perfect lifestyle be so angry and miserable at the world? And I think I know the answer why. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I want to hear you guys' opinions on this. I think personally that they have put all their hopes and all their everything into monetary things, and monetary things don't give you happiness. You can buy 1,000 little purple dresses from 1,000 little boutiques and not be happy, because that's not what gives humans happiness. It's not about the clothes you wear, it's about the person you are within. And I think a lot of times people have sold out that person within. They've sold out that person within who they are. You know, maybe they're married to a guy they don't like, but he's got money, you know? Or maybe they hang out with friends that are really worthless, but those are the friends that are into their social lifestyle. Or maybe they've sacrificed, maybe they want to live, maybe they really do want to live up in the mountains in Georgia, but are embarrassed of what people will think about their personal taste. You know? I don't know. What is it that makes these people so miserable, even though they live a perfect lifestyle? Beautiful, perfect lifestyle. How are you, buddies? What's happening? Guys, I used to be the nicest person ever. And it seems like with over time, I've become just like these people here in Naples. If you're thinking about moving to Naples, it's a beautiful place. And you will have parks, you will have lots of stuff to do, guys. You'll have parks. This place has parks, lakes, just endless amount of things to do in this town. It's a great place to live. But I'm going to warn you that the people here are miserable. They really are. You know how many people in the world have to go out there and fight for what they're going to eat every single day? Like, there's parts of the world where people are literally fighting over what they're going to eat today. And she wants to fight with me over an imaginary piece of road that neither one of us own. You know? People out there have to go out into the world daily and literally fight for their food today. And we're here fighting over an imaginary piece of road that neither one of us own to see which one of us can go down the road first. It's ridiculous. And that is what Naples can and will do to you. Lots of beauty in this town. But I'm gonna be honest, guys, the people in this town are a bunch of jerks. The sense of entitlement that people have and the lack of respect for other human beings is just incredible. So I want to be honest with you guys. If you're thinking about moving to Naples, it's an awesome place. Look at the big these are the Placo fish. You see them going that way? Big Placos. You can see a little bluegill right there, a little panfish or something. The natural beauty of this place is amazing. It's a beautiful place to live. There's parks, there's the best beaches. Well, I don't know about the best beaches because the water here is, I mean, it's good beaches, let's just say that. Really good beaches. See that light spot? That's a tilapia that does that. Guys, Naples is an amazing place to live because of the place. Parks, beaches, shopping, dining. Like, no wonder this is like where everybody that has money comes. But that doesn't mean that the people are good. You know, like, you know how many people have to go out there every single day and quite literally fight for a meal? You know, like, how many people have to go out there every single day and, you know, in poor countries and even here in the United States, fight for their meal every single day? So how am I going to be here in Naples where I don't, you know, where everything's picture perfect, and I'm going to argue with somebody over who gets to drive on the road first? The road's empty. Look at these roads. These roads are empty. I'm going to argue with somebody over an empty piece of road, over who gets to pull in first? That's ridiculous. You know, that's what I don't like about this town. It's so superficial. Ooh, that chair, I could sell that at an antique store. I like it. I probably throw out about $5,000 worth of prescription drugs every single year. I know for a fact in the last year, I've thrown out about $5,000 worth of prescription drugs in the landfill. When you go to landfill, there's a lot of people there. So I open up the bottle and I purposely kick them into the dirt. There's mud there. It's kind of muddy there. And I purposely kick them into the dirt. That way the pills are pretty much useless, because the guys that work at the landfill, sometimes if you just throw the pill bottle there by the mound, by the garbage pile, the workers come and pick them up because they know it's worth money, and they know there's a lot of it in this area. So what I do is, and it makes them real angry, I just went like, this probably wasn't 2 months ago, guys. I went to the landfill in Fort Myers and I had a bottle of pills that, you know, are really worth a lot of money. And I opened up the whole bottle, and one by one I threw them on the mud, and I stepped on them. The guy at the landfill looked at me like with hate, man. Why you gotta do that, man? Somebody can make money off that. I said, nah, ain't nobody making money off this, you know? But, you know, to me, my honesty and my integrity goes a long way. Like, I could make $5,000 more a year just by keeping all the prescription pills that I get. And all I gotta do is hand them down to somebody else and they can sell them. Like, but to me, like, I don't want dirty money. Like, I want my money to make, like, if I make $1, I want to feel happy about how I made it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to make money, because I learned a real good lesson in life. And if you were subscribed to my channel at the beginning when I first started, you might have heard, I deleted them, by the way. I deleted all my live streams. But if you heard if you're like a subscriber, like a day one subscriber, and you saw my live streams and you understand a lesson that I learned in life, and I'm really happy being able to work and provide an honest living. But I've never seen a heroin needle here. Now I have, in Bonita Springs, I took down a meth lab once. I took down a meth lab in East Naples, way out by the sticks, out by, you know, by like the 6Ls farm area. And I have seen heroin needles in Everglades City and Chokoloskee. I did one trash out where it was a drug den, and there was needles, and in Fort Myers, of course, in Fort Myers, I did a job where there was a big crack bowl, I guess is what they call it, where they keep all their all their weed that they smoke and all the crack that they smoke. Like, they throw all that into like a bowl, right? Like, as they smoke their crack and whatever drugs they smoke, all the residue, they put it into a bowl, and then that bowl, they re-smoke it eventually. There's a way of like filtering it and re-smoking it, so they get like a final high off the drugs, you know, based off the residues. They basically re-smoke the residues. But I was working in on Canal Street in Fort Myers once, and there was a bowl of crack, and I didn't know what it was, so I threw it out. And the person that I was working with, the guy goes, dude, do you know how much money that's worth? And the thing was, we were cleaning out this property, and in the daytime we would work, but at night the homeless people would kind of like, they get into the house and sleep inside the house. So I think it was a deal where like the houses were vacant, so the homeless people would kind of like sleep in the houses at night. So I think they would like left the window open or something, just so they wouldn't break the doors to get in, because the deal was like if you left the house locked, they would just break a window. And then even though the house had a working toilet, just to show you guys, and I don't know if this is like that anymore in Fort Myers, but I'm talking about when I was 16 years old. We're talking 10-12 years ago. So I don't know if Fort Myers is still that bad. So the homeless people would sleep in the house at night that we were working on in the daytime, and they would poop on the floor. The house had 2 working toilets, yet they still pooped on the floor. Let that sink in for a minute. 2 working toilets, yet they still pooped on the floor. Yeah. So they had a crack bowl out back where they would smoke all their crack, and this was like their crack bowl, you know, like, and I threw it away. And he's like, dude, you just threw out about $2,000 worth of crack. I'm like, those homeless people are gonna be mad at you, man. They're gonna come looking for us. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know what that was. But anyways, he was really worried that that we would end up, you know, that the homeless people would be really upset because we threw out their $2,000 worth of like ready to re-smoke crack. And I guess when they run out of money, they re-smoke the residue. I don't know how that works. I mean, that's what he told me, so I'm just going off of what he told me. But anyways, yeah, it was a bowl of like ashes. So I figured, what the crap is this, you know? I guess they kind of like save it or something. But anyways, I went to school here in North Naples. I went to Gulf Coast High School here on Amalfi Road. And one of my very close friends died from a drug overdose at age 16. It was actually not the overdose that killed her. It was the accident that you know, whatever. I don't want to talk about it. It really hurts. It hurts because she was one of my very few close friends, and it hurts a lot. But there are drugs, and here's what people don't get. Like, people are so focused on good schools. My kids have to go to good schools. My kids have to go to good schools. They have to go to good schools. Look, guys, if somebody lived here in North Naples and they went to Naples High School, or they went to Barron Collier, or they went to Gulf Coast, good schools, we all have a story about a friend who was killed, overdosed, or something happened to them. The schools are not going to raise your children, okay? It's just because a school is more academic. You know, when they tell you, oh, it's a good school, what they're telling you is it's a very academic school, which means the parents are able to help their kids with schooling so that they're able to get good grades. They go to school dressed nice, they wake them up early, they give them a good breakfast. It means that those kids are being brought up in a good environment, okay? That doesn't mean that because you put your kids in an A school that they're not going to overdose on heroin one day, or that they're not going to end up dead in a canal one day, or they're not going to end up getting shot during a robbery one day. Because if you lived here like I have, we've lost a lot of good friends, good kids too. These were not bad kids. These were really good, solid kids, and they made some horrible decisions. And you know what? I did things probably worse than they did. I was just lucky that I didn't have consequences for it. I had to wear shoes from the flea market, and they were buying stuff from the mall. Every single day of my life in school in Naples. And you wonder, why do I hate this place? Why do I hate the people in this town? Let me tell you why. From 4th grade until they kicked me out of 9th grade, and I went back to 9th grade 3 or 4 times. I don't know how many years I repeated 9th grade, because I kept trying. I kept going back trying. I'm not even gonna get into my life story. I was trying. I had some hard situations. I never once did drugs. Guys, I had really hard circumstances growing up. I never once did drugs because my parents didn't give me those values. That's not what they didn't teach me. Nobody, my brothers didn't do drugs, my sisters didn't do drugs, my parents didn't do drugs. We didn't do that. Man, these things anger me, man. Stupid things anger me, man. Buy junk cars. Hate these things, man. I take down 100 of these things every year. I hate them. It's been on for a while now. Well, this is North Naples for you. Every single day, the same old story. Staring at a license plate. So sick of this place. Look at this. Yes. Cars in all directions. Wow.
Where you going, bro? Where the fuck you going?
Yep. safe and friendly town of Naples.